tell us what we have a lot of North Americans, Canadians and North Americans. We want to say a special hello to them. They're asleep right now, but we still love them nonetheless. And if Melissa Corsiato wasn't here in Australia, she'd be doing a little session with them, which I think she'll do when she gets home to make sure that they feel the experience of the community we have. Yeah, the energy. So we'll let Kelly. We've got two Kellys trying to come in. Okay, so here's the thing. There's certain skills you got to learn. Then you got to deploy the work. Then after that, the money comes. Okay? So here's the trick. Skills are built when you do something, but you don't make money. Does that make sense? Skills are built when you do some sort of activity and don't make money. But if you continue to deploy your skills over and over and over again, have patience, eventually money comes. Is that good? So here's what I'd love to do to caveat this. How, how many of you, this is the first time you're going to learn some money making skills outside your job? Hands up. Okay, great. So, how many of you already have made money with skills outside your job before? Online specifically. Okay. So those who put their hands up first, please don't compare yourself to the people that put their hands up second. There are some people in this program that are very good at this because they've been doing it for 7 years and you just started. So don't compare yourself to them or you'll go insane. So who should you compare yourself to? Pop in the chat for me. Who should you compare yourself to?
Yourself.
Yes, yourself. Correct, Celeste. Yep, so that's the caveat. And despite my warnings, some of you are still going to go, why can't I do this? Because you just started. It took me 2 months to get my first customer. 2 months. So you're going to get customers faster than us because we're going to help you. But just don't freak out. It took us a while to get this, right? Like, it takes a while to learn how to drive a car. It takes a while to learn how to ride your bike. It takes a while to, you know, do anything. Today we took Melissa Corsiato surfing. We have footage. Do you think she was good at it? No. But she had fun. And I'm sure if she kept doing it, she'd get better, yes? So for many of you, this is going to be like surfing. And the first time you've dipped your toe in the ocean, the expectations you should be very low. If you want to live a happy life, lower your expectations. That's the secret to being happy. So here's an example. If Melissa had gone to the ocean today and thought, yes, this is going to be great. I'm going to pull into my first back barrel tube today and I'm just going to like ride in the green room for like a whole 60 seconds and pretty much make Kelly Slater worried. Expectations up here, skill set almost non-existent. And that's what happens to people when they come into a program like this. They have expectations they're going to make $1 million in 4 minutes. That is not going to happen. It just isn't. You're going to be so crap. And Celeste is like, no, really? I'm like, yes. If I was crap, how is it that you're allowed to come into a program and do something fresh off the gate and be good? How is that fair to me? So hands up if you're okay with being crap. Keep your hand up if you're okay with being crap and having fun. Great. And give me a double hands up if you're committed to being crap for long enough to get good enough. Marvelous. It takes time at being crap consistently to get good and then to make money. All right? So here's the thing. This is hopefully not going to be your last side hustle school. Give me a show of hands those who have been to more than one. Great. Hands up if you've been to more than 5. Hands up if you've been probably to more than 10. Hands right up, more than 10. Where are you? Okay, okay, great. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up if those who've been to more than 10 are making money doing this. I rest my case. So let me make this really clear and listen up if you've already lost attention and you're already looking at shiny things. Pay close attention. It's hard on Zoom, I know. You are all welcome and encouraged to come back every single time we run this for the rest of your life. Forever. 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 Here's why. When you enroll in network marketing, you become our business partners. Fact. And we like being in business for long periods of time. We like being in business with good people for long periods of time. And so if you don't come back next side hustle school, that's your fault. And you've given up and you've quit on the business partnership. Alicia will never give up on the business partnership. Ever. So the ball's in your court. If we know that those who keep coming to this get better and make money, and I'm talking like, really good money, then it's all up to you because we're providing you with what you need. You just have to provide you with what you need. And the secret to success is showing up. That's all it is. It's weird, I know, but you just got to show up. Okay? So how many of you are committed to coming to more than one side hustle school? Wait, hands up, hands up. Alicia, take a quick screenshot. Great, now we have evidence of your commitment. So if we don't see you next time, you'll get a message from me saying, hey, you committed to this and you gave your word. Are you suggesting your word doesn't mean anything? No, 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 no. Celeste is like, God damn it. I thought this was going to be fun. Lloyd's like conning us into coming back. We really want you to we want this to work for you. And we just know it's not going to work if you just show up once and disappear out the back door. We've been doing this for a long time. So there you go. All right, I just want to make those commitments and get you understanding this so that you know really what you got here, okay? You're going to learn some cool stuff. And many of you, last hustle school, which only just finished really the other week, we had 30 of those in there get their first customer and make money online. 30. So what have we got? 33 here. There's probably more. By all means, it works. I think you're going to be fine. But the reason it stops working, does anyone know why it stops working?
We stop working.
Yes, that's right. Because we stop. So if you don't want to stop making money, don't stop. Alicia and I have been doing this every day for 11 years. I like making money. I'm not going to stop. What the heck would I do that for? What else am I going to do? All right. Enough of that. Let's go. Super excited here. We're going to do some cool stuff, so buckle up, okay? But make sure you show up. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Okay, we got four formal weeks of training, but we also have a week of Q&A to cover some things off. We do a really fun Q&A call where I dive deep into the real compensation plan you got here, so come to that. And then we do a graduation, which is being week 6. And then we'll be rolling in another one, so stand by. Okay, this is week 1. Full screen? Oh, it's not working. Oh, well. Start us school week 1. Here we go. The very first mindset shift you'd want to make is that from an employee to an entrepreneur. Okay. And most of us went to school to become employees. But now with the gig economy, and the way the world's moving with technology and AI and so forth, it's really more like now you'll get paid for your skills rather than your time. It's become more important than ever to build skills and have agency. So what we would love you to do in this period of time with us and continuously is learn to get good at finding your own answers. Learn to get good at being industrious. Learn to get good at being resourceful. Because those in the future who are resourceful, self-starting, self-motivating, self-directing will win. And those who are waiting to be told what to do, they're waiting to be told what time daylight saving is. They're waiting for what time's the call, even though it's put. They're just kind of waiting for someone to tell them everything what to do, what time to go home, what time to pee, blah 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 blah. That's employee mindset, and it's lazy. And if you want to make money, it's time to transition from employee to entrepreneur. And entrepreneurs don't wait. I often joke around in my own head, and this is not totally true, so just take it with a grain of salt, but it's going to be hopefully funny. Because Alicia is very successful as an entrepreneur, and I know she will not do this, but I will. But I often think that you can often determine the level of success in entrepreneurship as to whether someone crosses the road during the red man. And some of you high compliance are like, what? What? It's so unsafe. It's why would you do? And here's what I think. One, entrepreneurs act with urgency. Entrepreneurs break the rules. Entrepreneurs don't wait for others. And entrepreneurs, they're not too fussed about, what everyone else is doing. But again, Alicia's she's high compliance. I'm high D. We're very different, but she's also very successful. Making money in so many different ways is not funny. So, and I know it should be like we're not moving until the green thing. But I often think that. And so what I mean by that is like having Alicia and I talk about it a lot. And those of you who don't know Alicia, I'm sure you do. She's right there in the white and blue top, Alicia Fernandez. She's my amazing wife. And I don't say that lightly. She's bloody amazing. But we talk about this a lot about having agency. Someone who takes initiative. All right? So skills, confidence, execution. We want you to become executioners. Seems like that seems weird, doesn't it? But we do. Okay? That's what this program is going to build in you. So here's a caveat. I'm going to come off the screen because I need you to all commit to this too. Would it be okay if we treated you like we would treat ourselves? Some of you are like, what am I agreeing to here exactly? Well, we want you to have higher standards. And so when it comes to making money, it's about having high standards. And by high standards, we want you to take absolute extreme ownership of your future and your actions. And it's weird to say, but step into the role of your own CEO. So you think to yourself, what would a CEO do here? Would a CEO do this or this? Would a multimillionaire do this or this? And if you just ask yourself that question, it will just help you have more agency. Agency is like more, it'll help you just make your own decisions and thrust yourself forward without waiting for permission. That's all. Okay? What's really cool about this is you can't do the wrong thing here. As in, you can't take a step and be fired. You just can't. Even if you put out a post that's completely non-compliant for the company, you still can't get fired. You just get a warning. So like, nothing bad can happen. So don't ever worry about that. Okay. Imagine you're able to step forward while the red man's up, but there's no traffic. Okay. Where am I going with this? With our group chat, you can type in there whatever you want. You got questions and so forth, but we will endeavor to ask you a question back so you can work this out yourself. It'll help you build self-esteem and self-confidence. Okay. So would it be okay if we treated you like millionaires from the start? Great. Awesome. We're going to do that. Yeah, that's that slide. Training wheels, building a pipeline. So in the webinar, we talk about building a pipeline. With network marketing, with what you've got here, how many of you are using the products already? Great, wonderful. Using the products will give you a result in your body and your health, yes? Perfect. Now, when you share your health story, your health results, your physical results from the products through social media to friends in person, whatever, people are going to lean in and ask for information. That's usually what happens. When they do, we're going to show you a step-by-step process to follow where they can enroll and they can buy the products and you can get paid. Does that make sense? Now, when they buy and buy again, that's an income that's recurring, yes? That's called a pipeline. Similarly, if they join for the business opportunity, which is what you guys have joined for because you came to the Shake Up Your Finances Masterclass, you are also welcome to invite people to the next one, which we'll show you when it's on. And if they join for the income opportunity and they buy products, you also get paid because they're buying products, yes? And the company will pay you a small commission. Well, not small, it's actually pretty big. It's 20%. And they'll pay you again when they reorder, yes? Now, if one of those people you've brought in enrolls someone else, you'll also get paid. And this is how you build up a recurring subscription-based nutrition business from your phone that's global. Are you with me? Excellent. It'll feel like when you first start doing it like riding a bike, but you're not doing it alone. There are people that you're attached to in the compensation plan that you'll learn later where you can get paid for their effort. Okay? Now, you'll learn, as I said, you'll learn as you go. It's weird. How many of you get paid with a job, get paid when one of your colleagues does work? No. But in this industry, in business, you do. And it's a weird experience. You're like, what? I got paid and I just didn't do that? Oh, okay. This is leveraged income. Okay? So this is your training wheels moment. You're building pipeline, feel like riding a bike. You're not doing it alone. This is your training wheels moment. You don't need to rent a shop. You don't need to buy inventory. You don't need to hire staff. It's low risk, high upside. And what I mean by that is all you have to do is eat some of your products that you're going to spend money on food anyway. You are going to eat food anyway. Whether you are here or not, you are going to spend money on food. So you may as well spend some money on Isagenix and then for the rest of your life, help other people start and get paid. And build up this customer base where they pay you for a long period of time. Okay? Don't fall into shiny object syndrome. This is where you come into something like this and all of a sudden you see some other opportunity and you go off and do it. The people who win here are the ones who dig one well. Yes, one pipeline. Commit to one path. Go deep and give this your full focus. Okay? Now, I'm not just talking about one side hustle school. I mean, yeah, I need to do this again. There's a lady by the name of Susan Sly. She's probably made 20 million US dollars with Isagenix. She's an acquaintance of ours, trained with her on stage 2 years ago at in Arizona. She's an amazing woman. You can Google her. When she first started, her husband said, well, it's not going to work. Why are you doing it? And she said, how long did it take you to become a CPA, chartered accountant? And he said, it took me 5 years. And she said, well, I'm going to commit to this for 5 years. And if you're right and it doesn't work, I'll go back to what we were doing. So when I say commit to one well, I don't mean for 5 weeks. I don't mean for 5 months. I do mean for 5 years. You really have to give things a good crack before you start looking elsewhere. I tried the job thing for 4.5 years. Didn't fit me. I was in property, commission-only sales, for 7 years. Gave it a good crack. Didn't like it. Then, when we came into network marketing, I loved it. I liked it straight away because it's just the freedom and the sense of skills. It was just so much fun. But Alicia and I made a commitment that we would do this for 7 years. Because I had done that pretty much for other things too. I also went to university for 5 years and that didn't work either. So I've been good at giving things a good measured crack. Now, thankfully, the network marketing thing was the last thing we really had to give a crack to. And beyond that, we've started other businesses that we've kept every other business we've started. But objectively, we commit to things for a decade. Okay? So I really would love you to consider giving this a good red hot crack for at least 3 years. Because that's how long a university degree is. And how many of you guys got a university degree or some course degree or something? Now keep your hands up if they paid you to study. Great, but you committed to 3 years for something that didn't make you any money. So perhaps we could commit to something for 3 years that did make us a lot of money. And give us skills. And give us a network. Okay, great. I want to make that clear. Perfect. You want to chase shiny objects. People don't rise to the level of their goals. They fall to the level of their accountability. Consistency, push harder when someone's watching. You stay encouraged. If motivation dips, you will be coming out of it if you have more accountability. You can celebrate progress together and you feel better when it's a shared success. Let's do a photo together. What have we got on here? 33. On the count of three, give me your funniest, craziest smile. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That goes last. How fun. Okay, cool. I'll send that to us in Messenger. I'll do it after. Okay, cool. Here we go. Okay, now I'm going to do a breakout session. I'll tell you what that is in a second. So here's what we do when we break out. We're going to put you in with a partner, someone you don't know, okay? Or you may know them, which we're going to go into a little room just with you and some other person, okay? And what we want you to discuss with that partner is we want you to discuss why did you join Side Hustle School, and we want you to exchange details. That means like messenger contact or phone number, whatever, and because they're going to be your accountability buddy, okay? Does that make sense? So what this means is if you have your camera off, you're welcome to keep it off and keep your audio on. However, you're going to be in a room with someone else. So it's up to you what you decide to do. But you can have an audio conversation, guys. It doesn't have to be video. But what is going to be hard is if you go into the room and you're not there because you've already logged off and you've really just put this on, so we think you're there. Which could be a possibility. So when you go into a room with someone else, if you, one, are there by yourself, then that's going to be unfair to the other person. So we'll see how this goes. If you're paying attention right now and have your camera off, please turn it on. Belinda, are you with us? All right, everyone except for maybe Belinda. So that's 32, 31. We'll see how this goes. One of you might have a threesome in a room. Okay. So we're gonna do this. Please come back. Otherwise, you're never gonna make money. Okay. On the count of three, we're gonna put you there. You know what you're doing, right? Why did you join Side Hustle School? And switch details so you have an accountability partner. This will be your accountability partner for the next 5 to 6 weeks. Okay, and beyond potentially. All right, let's do it. How many rooms? 15 maybe? 16. 16 rooms. Ready? It's gonna be good. Okay, go.
Do you want to move to Talisha?
No, I'm gonna move Kylie to room 2. Done. Because she was by herself in a room.
Okay, perfect. Yep.
There you go. Done. How good. I think that's worked.
Right, so then. What was it supposed to be having?
Weapon.
Who are you with, Maria?
I was with Moana,
Okay,
and
great.
she's also from New Zealand.
Hey, how good.
Bet against me.
Excellent. Okay, wonderful. Great. How many of you met someone new? Oh, we got Belinda on camera. That's nice. Perfect. She was.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. We got you.
Got
Right.
family from Africa, so it's like, but I'm still trying to make it work.
Good. I love the commitment. Okay, great. Again, hands up. You met someone new. Fantastic. They're going to be your accountability buddy. Okay, don't let each other down. Stay with each other. You're all brand new. You're going to help each other in different ways. Okay, marvelous, excellent. You got contact details, right? Okay, fantastic, brilliant. Alrighty, here we go. We got a little bit to get through, so we're going to power through this and make sure we get through it. Okay, so network marketing is different to owning a traditional business because in business, people get into business because they want to own their own time, they want to be their own boss, and they want to earn their own money outside a boss, and they don't want to just have the monotony of life, having to show up, when to pee, when to take a break, when to go on holidays. They don't want to be told what to do. But the barriers to entry, they've got to pay rent, they've got to have legals, they've got to set up, certain accounting and employees and working capital, insurance, inventory, advertising. Like, there's a lot to it, right? And there's time commitment. If you have a physical place of business, you have to go there and a commute as well. So you end up creating a job for yourself, okay? And then a lot of business owners, if they do that, they can't even take 30 days off because they're tied to a place and they're also tied to effectively, they've built themselves a job. That happened to me when I was in property, if you remember the story from the webinar. And I wanted to escape that, which is where this came into it, okay? So with network marketing, there's no inventory. There's limited overhead. In fact, you eat your only overhead, okay? There's time leverage. You can build a team to help build the pipeline. Exponential growth opportunity, okay? Leverage compensation, which we'll talk about in a second. Worldwide expansion, so you can get people started all over the world. Like Maria's now got a accountability buddy with Moana, and they're in different countries, okay? And there's others. In fact, some of you are connected where someone in America will do some work and you'll get paid while you sleep. Recurring income, we spoke about that, a true legacy business. You can actually will this business to your children in your will. It's an asset you're building, just so you know. So when you do a will, this goes in there, okay? Compound interest is the eighth one of the world. Those who understand it earn it. Those who don't, they pay it, Albert Einstein. So we've got to build this up over time. So the story of a penny, of course, it starts out if you start doubling a penny every day. By day 10, it's worth $10. By day 20, it's worth 10,000, and by 30, it's worth 10 million. So there's power in compounding, but like with investing, skills compound over time. So the more skills you get, the more skills you can learn. And the more skills you learn as you continue on, the skills you develop get higher paying skills. If you invest money in an index fund and it grows over time, the bigger it gets, the faster it grows. So it has exponential growth. And network marketing, building a business is no different. It takes a lot of effort in the first, the foundations, but it gets easier as you go, okay? Because you're building from a bigger base of skills, a bigger base of customers, and a more leverage from those customers sharing, okay? So here's what I'm going to do now. You're going to pay close attention because we're going to do a little quiz after this, all right? I'm going to show you a 10-minute video. So please pay close attention. This is the compensation plan of Isagenix. This is how you get paid. Now, here's also just a quick caveat. Don't freak out if you don't understand it all. Don't make up a story that you're dumb, that everyone else gets it and you don't, and that you should never have done this. That your brain just trying to trick you to put you back in a zone of comfort. It's pretty simple, but when you first see the multiple ways to make money, it may not click straight away, but it will eventually, okay? So we're going to push play, we're going to watch it, and I'm going to dive deep into it so you know how to get paid, okay? So let me click on this. I'm just going to make sure you can hear it, okay? Now, can you hear that? Can't hear it? Couldn't hear the music? Okay. Oop,
Build a website you love with Wix.
you hear that?
Yep.
Can you hear the advertisement?
Yep.
Okay. Pay close attention as we go through this.
For 20 plus years, Isogenics offers a solution for those seeking to supplement their income or make a full-time living without traditional 9 to 5 limitations. Share and sell premium health and wellness products and live life on your terms. There are several ways to earn money with Isogenics, and the compensation plan demonstrates exactly how you're paid. In this video, we'll show you how that works and what's possible. The first way to earn income by partnering with Isogenics is through 20% referral commissions. You refer a product or pack to someone and earn a 20% commission on the pre-GST price of whatever they purchase. It's simple. Sell a product, get a commission based on the product's pre-GST price, and repeat. This is the easiest way to make money with Isogenics and can supplement your current income. By making sales, you can earn supplementary income alongside your 9 to 5 or part-time job. But the potential doesn't stop there. Let's look at how you can earn even more income on top of the 20% commission. Let's say your friend purchases $600 of products. You earn $120. If another friend purchases $600 of products, you earn another $120. Once you have referred 2 new customers to Isogenics, you'll earn an additional $50 bonus. This is what we call consultant. Your customers are also entitled to the same earning benefits as you if they choose to share the products with their own family and friends. This also provides extra earning potential for you. When your customer refers their first 2 new customers, you receive an extra $100. If you have another customer who refers 2 new customers, that's another $100 for you. The opportunity doesn't stop there. When 2 of your customers each refer 2 new customers within 60 days of ordering your first products, we'll give you another bonus of $250. This is what we call Crystal Manager. So, using the examples given, let's have a look at what you've earned. $120, $120, $50, $100, $100, $250 for a total of $740. By following this process, you've quite quickly paid off the cost of your own Isogenics products and likely have made a profit. You can see the growth in earning potential when your customers share the products the same way you have. The Isogenics compensation plan is a powerful and dynamic business model. When utilized correctly, it has the ability to compound money over time to create leveraged income, providing you the opportunity to live a life of choice. Isogenics offers this opportunity without the overhead of a traditional business. Earlier, we mentioned how sharing the products with 2 friends helped you earn that incredible active income through the 20% commission. We call this a PIB, or Product Introductory Bonus. As you begin to share the products, you'll develop a left team and a right team. To receive the full benefits of the compensation plan, especially as you work your way to leveraged income, you must be what we call active. To be considered active and therefore reap the full benefits of the compensation plan, you must personally order 100 BV worth of Isogenics products every month. Each product and pack has a point system attached to it, which we call BV, or business volume. The same goes for the people you help get started, the people they help get started, and so on. So, as your network develops and you strategically organise your network by placing new enrolments on either your left or right, the BV on both teams is also growing. When the BV on one team reaches 600 BV and 300 BV on the other for a total of 900 BV, this creates a commission cycle which equates to $54. You can earn up to 250 of these cycles per week. So 54 times 250 equals $13,500 per week in additional income. Cycles are where the real money happens. It's that life-changing money that allows you to support mortgage payments, boost your retirement fund, and give yourself and your family some financial flexibility. So, how are cycles achieved? By not only sharing Isagenix with people within your sphere of influence, but also by helping the people you share with to then share within their sphere of influence, and so on. For example, have a look at the left team here. You can see there's one person who sees the big picture and is excited to share with their network. As their network grows, the BV from those sales flows up to you. The same goes for someone on the right, and that's how your cycles can grow. As you can see, even if you find just one or two people who are excited for leveraged income and aim for those cycles, then they can focus on finding the same one or two like-minded people. That all helps your income to grow, that leveraged income that changes lives. So, where do you see yourself? One cycle a week equals $54. What could that do for you and your family? Now imagine what that looks like as an annual income.
Teenagers are building businesses with AI, while the only AI you know is ChatGPT. Let's be real. Most people over 40,
20, 40, 100, 250 cycles a week annually is truly life-changing money. To achieve this, it's all about showing others what this leveraged income can do for them. But it doesn't stop there. Once you're earning those 250 cycles per week consistently, you have the opportunity to open another business centre. As you can see, it's inserted above your first business centre, which makes your first business centre your left team, and the second business centre becomes your new right team, where you continue to do what you were doing before. This means you can earn an additional 250 cycles per week in that new business centre, as well as in your original business centre, for a total of 500 cycles per week, 250 per business centre. This equals $27,000 per week. We mentioned earlier that as you're building your way to leverage income, there's opportunities along the way to earn more cash in the form of what we call rank advancements. Within Isagenix, there are 5 ranks. You begin as an associate, then grow to consultant, manager, director, and executive.
Pay close attention to this. This is your roadmap. So if you have a goal you want to hit, it's these ranks: associate, consultant, manager, director, and executive. And at executive, it's where you open up way more complex bonuses each month, extra money, trips, all sorts of different things. And everyone on this call is capable of getting there. And it's just important to go through each one individually until you get to the top one, okay?
At associate, you can earn the 20% product introductory bonus, PIB. To build on that active income, as well as unlock commission cycles, you then enroll someone on your left and right, which then brings you to consultant. That entitles you to a rank advancement bonus of $50, and you can now begin earning commission cycles. Next is manager, achieved by developing 2 personally enrolled consultants. This is the stage where you'll begin earning enough of an income to have your own products paid for. If achieved within 60 days, you receive another rank advancement bonus, Crystal Manager, of $250 plus PIBs and commission cycles. Next is Director, achieved by developing 6 personally enrolled consultants. If achieved within 120 days, you receive another rank advancement bonus, Crystal Director, of $750 plus everything else mentioned. Next is Executive, achieved by developing 10 personally enrolled consultants, which is 10 people who have each enrolled 2 people. If achieved within 180 days, you receive yet another rank advancement bonus, Crystal Executive, of $1,000. Executive rank also unlocks the matching team bonus, where you can receive a 10% matching team bonus on the weekly team bonus income of all personally enrolled consultants. Remember, these are all additions to the generous PIBs and cycles. To recap, you can earn active income right away through the 20% commission, the PIBs. Then there's the rank advancement bonuses and other promotions where you can earn even more money while paving your way to the leverage income. You have the opportunity to work your own business with your own hours from anywhere and work around your family schedule. Plus, you get to choose who you want to work with. To top it all off, there's the incredible supportive community and partnerships within Isagenix. It's up to you to decide how far you want to go. If you're simply wanting to earn enough to cover the cost of your own products, or maybe you desire that leveraged income that completely shifts the trajectory of your family's life. The beauty is in the simplicity of the Isagenix compensation plan. If you love the sound of this, get in touch with whoever shared this video with you and have them help you get started today.
Okay. Clear as mud? It made some sense, yes?
Mhm.
Yep. So if you enroll people, you get 20%. If they enroll others, over time you develop points, and that turns into recurring weekly income called cycles. That's leveraged income. That's from income that's generated from not just your effort, but theirs and theirs and theirs and theirs and theirs and theirs. And there's rank advancement bonuses, and there's monthly bonuses that are unlocked with those ranks. And so if you have a goal towards going to the ranks, the rest of the money will look after itself. So for example, when Alicia and I first started, it took us, we were very slow. It took us about a year to get to manager. You don't have to take that long, but it did. Now, then, because we had our jobs, we didn't need the money. How many of you already got jobs? Great. If you came here and you don't have a job and you think this is going to bail you out, you are mistaken. It's like people that think that they're going to start investing in shares and the same year they're going to retire from their job. It's not like that. It's going to take time to build up. But once we had a goal to hit executive, once we were going towards that goal, we were making money so many different ways on the way there that all that mattered was we went there. And the rest of it looked after itself. So rather than trying to get tied up in how much money you're making, try and get attached to what rank are you aiming for. It's easier to hit, it's very measurable to hit, and it's fun to hit, and it's recognition, and it's just so many great things about it. And if you go there, the money will look after itself. Okay? Money is weird. It's like gold at the end of a rainbow. How many of you have tried to find the end of a rainbow and you're like, well, where's it gone? Every time you get closer, it's not there. That's money. It doesn't. Money that if you try and seek money out, it's like, oh, it disappears. It's just not there. But if you go for something else, the money will come as a result of that. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay, that was the compensation plan. John D. Rockefeller said, I'd rather receive 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. He was the richest man in the world. So in this industry, in this business, you will hopefully receive 1% of 100 people's efforts. Okay? And in a job is where you get 100% of your own. So it's shared income. Okay, that's leverage. So pop in the chat. Pop in the chat now your recognition rank, the rank that you're currently at. and your highest income week. There's a lot of new people, so I get it. So Melissa Ham, manager, $1,000 for the week. Marilyn, Lana Anson, Crystal Executive, 1900. Associate, 0. Awesome, Talisha. 2-star exec, 4,000. Lana, consultant, 650. Manager, associate. Newbie. So if you're new, it's likely that you're an associate, but you also may still be a customer. Tommy, Crystal Executive, 2,000. Kelly, associate, 0. Miriam, associate, 0. This will be very common. This will be the most, because this is Side Hustle School, not You've Made It School. Okay. Okay, great. All right, Mari, associate, 0. Wonderful. So that's your recognition rank. That's your rank that you currently recognize as. Okay. But you can see there others have made great income weeks. Okay. So getting paid, 20% introduction bonus. So if you enroll someone on a $300 pack, you will be paid $60. Yes, active income. So here's an example. 30-day reset pack, $332. The BV here, that's the business volume points attached. That builds up to give recurring income. But the active upfront income you make is $66. Okay, does that make sense? It will show you this in your back office. There we go. So you enroll someone 330, get paid 66. That's active income. You do it anytime you want. Okay. Rank advancement bonuses. So the very first rank you have is associate. In your app or in your back office, when you log in, there'll be a button there that says Go Associate. It costs $25. And every year you renew for $25, you remain associate. Your associate rank means you can start earning income with Isagenix. And that's where everyone begins, okay? The next rank from there is consultant. Now pay close attention. To get to consultant, you have to be ordering your products 100 BV a month, which is 1 smoothie a day. We often say 1 chocolate smoothie in the morning, we'll do it all, right? But you can order whatever you want. But you've got to be ordering 100 BV a month, and you enroll someone on your left team, and then you enroll someone on your right team, at least 100 BV. So, starting pack with some sort like yours. And once you do that, you go consultant. And then you're eligible to earn recurring income. Okay?
Lloyd, can you explain what does it mean left and right sales team? I don't get it. Or is it just like a
So each, you have a left customer team and a right customer team, left sales team, right sales team, left and right. It's called a binary compensation plan. Okay? So let me show you. If I can.
they just call that, right? Just for the sake of
No, it's actually left and right.
Oh.
See on this here?
How's
Oh, God.
business?
I do have a premium account, but we're not logged into it.
Accounting software.
Oh, kill me.
By giving customers more ways to pay.
Oh my God, this is painful.
Sarah with an X.
Tell you one thing. Oh.
Pain with cramps is a specific type of pain, so it makes sense to consider specific relief.
Tell you one of the best things. One of the best things I ever bought was YouTube Premium. We do have it, but we'll switch to the account. Okay, so here we go. So you're there. If we go back one even. Yeah. So this starts with you. Yes? You enroll someone on your left and someone on your right. You only have 2 sides, left and right. Okay? So you're there, enroll someone left, enroll someone right. Now they can enroll people on their left and their right. But your entire left team, whatever they order for the week, is your entire BV volume. So for example, Maria, if Alicia and I enrolled you on our left, you're here. Yes? Now, if you go and enroll someone, which you will, they might go here or here because they go on your left or your right. You can literally choose in your app. At the moment, it'll say alternating. So right now, it'll go 1 left, 1 right, 1 left, 1 right. And we talk about this throughout the Side Hustle School, so don't worry too much right now. But when you enroll people, you'll figure it out, okay? So let's say you enroll someone on your left and someone on your right. We don't know who they are because it's your network, okay? But when they order products, the business volume points they order flow up to you and accumulate in your account, and they flow up to us and accumulate in our account. So we will make money from people and activities of purchasing who we don't know. And the same will happen for you. And that's where the leveraged income comes from. But for whatever reason, it's just the binary compensation plan means you have a left and a right. And the reason for that is because here we go. Because for you to earn one cycle, which is recurring income for the week, there has to be an accumulation of 600 BV from your left team for the week and 300 BV from your right team. When that happens, it equals 900. And when that happens, Isagenix takes the points away and pays you money. Think of it like frequent flyer points. Every time one of these people orders a product of any kind or a product pack, there's a point attached to it. And every week, whoever's below you, whether you enrolled them or we did or someone else did, anytime that person orders product, the BV will build up in your account for the week. And once it gets to 600 on the left and 300 on the right, the company will take the points away and they will pay you money. Make sense?
Yeah, it does. So can it be like, I don't know, 450 on one and 450 on another, or it has to be specific?
No. So if that happened as an example,
Yeah.
then that's great because you got 300 on one, so you're almost there. And as soon as 150 is added on this side, as soon as someone orders 150, it'll trigger 600 and it'll go take the 600 away, take 300 away, and we'll pay you money. And what's left on the right is 150.
Oh, so it has to be like that fixed number of BV
No. So
in order to get to
it will
the.
automatically calculate it for you. The
Mhm.
company will do all that for you automatically. Okay. You don't have to calculate it. But if you enroll someone here, and then they enroll someone who you don't know, and then they enroll someone, these people are all going to be ordering products. So
Mhm.
you will accumulate your 600 from those orders, and they'll keep ordering. You'll replenish it. Yes, recurring. And on this side, you'll enroll one or two people, and there'll be 300 on there. But it won't, for the week, it might be like you might get 1200 for 1 week, and on this side, 600. In which case, there's 2 cycles,
Mhm.
right? So then you'll be paid $110 of recurring income
So
for the week.
cycle is a 600 and a 300 on
Yes, a cycle is
Oh, why is it like such a weird number? Like,
because it's just the way the compensation plan is built.
interesting.
It's just always been that forever because it's the way it works. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we talk about this on the Q&A in 4 weeks' time as well as to how the power of it really goes. But this is just the beginnings. Okay. So that's why there's a left team and a right team. Now, for now, you don't have to worry too much about cycles, guys. Remember, you really just want to be going for ranks. And the cycles will work themselves out for you. You'll be like, oh, how come I made that money? And you're like, oh, now I'm going to dig deep and find out why. But for the sake of your sanity, forget about cycles for now until you start making them. What you focus on is ranks. You want to go for a rank. So if you're an associate now, your next rank is consultant. And to get to consultant, you have to have enrolled one customer or associate on your left and one on your right. That's the first goal for all of you. And incidentally, it's also how you graduate from Side Hustle School. We want you to be able to enroll one on your left and one on your right and unlock the first leadership level. You'll get paid introduction bonuses, you'll get paid a consultant bonus, and you'll be eligible for recurring income. And some of you will even make a cycle. You'll probably get paid 3 different ways just from that one activity, okay? Next rank, once you achieve that, is manager, where the 2 people you enrolled, they've become consultant. So if Maria, as an example, is here, and who are 2 people you know, Maria? Just throw me some names.
Oh, no. Tatiana and Medina.
Cool. Tatiana, Medina. Okay? So you enroll one on the left, one on the right. And then you say to them, hey, come to Shake Up Your Finance Masterclass, come to Side Hustle School, and you can learn how to get your 2, or even if they just know people in their circle, and they enroll their 2, you go manager.
So it has to be people that are enrolled in this school.
Not in the school, enrolled in Isagenix. So for example, if Tatiana orders a pack to get in physical shape because she wants to lose weight or get more energy,
Yeah.
fine. If Medina wants to do the same, get more energy, whatever, or she wants to enroll inside of school because she orders a pack, they must order a pack. They've got to be an Isagenix customer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then they're active customers. Now, if they share with two of their friends, they will become consultants. And if you have two consultants, you will be a manager. Okay. Now, if you do that within 60 days of becoming an associate, you will get a $250 bonus and become a crystal manager. And that means whenever you go past someone, they'll bend the knee and kiss the ring. Just kidding. But you get the rank. It kind of sounds cool. Right. Okay. So that's the second rank. Third rank, director. And director is when you have developed 6 consultants. So you'll become a consultant yourself first, and you'll become a manager by developing 2 consultants, and you become a director by developing 6 consultants. Okay. And you become a crystal director if you do it in the first 120 days of becoming an associate. The final rank and where you want to get to and stay paid as an executive is the ultimate rank. And you saw Tommy there. He's an executive. Katrina's an executive. Kylie and Aaron. Actually, no, they're not yet, but they're going for it. We've got a fair few executives in the team. But you want to go for executive. And once you get to executive, you get paid 10% match of your personally enrolled. You get team builder bonuses. You get executive match bonus. You really, your life changes when you get to executive. Okay. So to get to executive, you have to have 10 consultants. Develop 10 consultants. But there's a trick to it. There's a sneaky, nasty trick. You have to get to executive, you have to have 5 consultants on your left and then 5 on your right. So it has to be equal. Now, if you do that, become executive within 180 days of becoming an associate, you become a crystal executive. You get $1,000 US bonus to that too. But once you get to executive and you stay paid at that rank, which means all these people continue to order, and you start to develop more consultants, you will unlock tons of money. You will get to the point where you should pretty much be in a position to replace your salary. You'd be very close. And even if you weren't, and you're earning say 40 or 50K, like it's a good amount of money to do lots of things with. Pay off your mortgage, build your portfolio, whatever. It's good. So this is the ultimate goal that you should all want to be striving for. But of course, go here first, then you do this, then set target for this, and then run for this. You don't do this in one go. Okay? You build through it. It's kind of like, you wouldn't try and like climb Mount Kilimanjaro in one go. You probably go and do some hiking first. Okay? What you're going to do. Okay.
Sorry, and what happens if people start pulling out after, like you say, becoming?
They've got to be replaced.
So you lose your rank?
You don't lose your recognition rank, but you lose your active rank.
Oh,
yeah.
Like bonuses and things.
Yeah, so some bonuses disappear. Like you don't get the monthly team builder. You still get the monthly team builder bonus, but it's not as big. You lose the executive team match bonus, and then you lose the executive. I don't know. There's like a special one you get. So objectively, when you get there, you want to stay there. Okay, that's the trick. Now, you still earn residual recurring income. You can earn 750 grand a year as a consultant. You don't have to be a manager, director, or an executive. You can actually earn recurring income and PIBs as a consultant. So it's not the be all and end all. It's just that we know that if you strive for executive, you'll build the skills, you'll build a business, you'll build a team, and you'll unlock the compensation plan. So it's better just to have that core goal than it is to be sitting at consultant earning residual income. But either is fine. Okay. Now, if you share with 2 people in the month, you get a product coupon of $70. If you share with 5 people in the month, you get a product coupon of $140. So if you're just enrolling people, not only are you going to be earning active income and recurring income and so on, but you're going to get a product coupon to pay for your products. So you're going to have free products as well. So you're going to have this ability to not have any overhead as well if you're in action or when you're in action. So this is some of these cool bonuses that pop up as well. Cycles, we went through that. Executive match, it's where you're earning 10% of your personally enrolled team. Alicia and I, different parts of our build and business, have earned upwards of $60,000 a year just from the executive team match bonus. So it's a very good bonus to have. It just means you're earning 10% of what your frontline personally enrolled team is earning. And don't read into it too much, but it's kind of cool. Incentive trips and promotions. So we've been on 27 or 28 international free trips. There's a couple of free trips coming up in 2026. There's some really cool destinations. We know what they are. We're going to be there. How many of you want to come with us to the one that's in early next year? Yeah. That'll kick off probably in January, the competition. And so be aware of that. It's open to everyone who's in Australia. North Americans will have their own, and Europeans will have their own too. But the company globally will open up trips for you to win and earn. And these are some examples. And many people in our side hustle school have earned it. Like there's people on this call that have earned multiple trips. There's some photos of all of us there. But the longer you're in, it took us a while. It took us 3 years to earn our first trip because we just didn't know what day of the week it was. And trying to figure out, it was like a car accident for the first year for us. And so we had Liz who joined our side hustle school like 4 side hustle schools ago. She joined, and before she knew it, she was on a plane to Denver with us, a free trip to USA. And so it's really open to anyone, but that's also how you can earn money as well. So in the webinar, I spoke about an E quadrant. So you have a job. S quadrant, you own a job. B quadrant, you own a system that duplicates. And I, you have your money that works for you. Remember this from the webinar? Shake up your finances. So with Isagenix, if we look at the compensation plan, well, again, 95% of people live on the left, 5% of people live on the right. Now, if we look at Isagenix, well, hang on a second. Linear on the left, leverage on the right. Remember? So with the Isagenix one, the 20% PIB and the rank advancement bonuses, that's linear income. So that requires your effort, right? That's linear. And you want to keep doing that. It's still active. You have to do things to make the money. You have to enroll people, and they continue to order. You have to rank advance yourself. You have to do things. On the right-hand side is leverage, because the cycles are not just from your effort. So if Maria involves Tatiana and Tatiana enrolls Bob, and Maria's like, who's Bob? She's like, yeah, I know. This is my next door neighbor's Bob, and he wanted to get some product. And Maria's like, well, I didn't do any work to do that. You did the work, but I get the cycles. You get the volume. And that's when you're like, oh, that's what they mean by leverage. It's someone else doing the work, and I get to make money too. Okay. And then of course, investing in shares. We'll cover this in the Q&A in week 5. It's very simple. You can set up a micro investing app. But what we want to get you in the habit of is taking a little tiny bit of your Isagenix money you make and putting it across to investing. So you get in the habit of doing that too. Okay. So there you go. 20% of people that come in will want to build a business like this, but 80% will just be customers. Okay. So don't force people to build the income opportunity if they don't want to. Now, this is interesting. This is to finish on. What's the time? Where's Alicia? Am I over time here? Oh yeah, 12 minutes over. Do we start at 6? Who's running this show?
Yeah,
Me.
6.
Okay. All right. We're almost done. Stay with me. So you have this Isagenix store, okay? In fact, there is a distribution center in Sydney and one in New Zealand, and of course in the UK and United States, etc. But you have one fairly close to you, okay? Now, if we can imagine you are the owner of this store. You've got all the product. It's sitting on the shelf. It's consumable product. And so you think, okay, I've got my business. I've got all this epic product, and I know it works for people. How am I going to sell it? So I'll ask you this question. How will you sell it? What's the most effective way to get this product in the hands of other people?
Telling the story how you went from hell to paradise.
Okay, that's true. That's how you get people leaning in. Okay, from a product standpoint or a business, you tell a story and they lean in. However, if this is your store and that's you, for example, right? So this is a picture. That's Maria there, right? She's there going, okay, how do I get rid of this product? Now, she can definitely go and share her Hell to Paradise story that you'll get taught to know how to do in this program. But is it better for her to take a box out of her warehouse and tell a story to Mary Sue next door. And then when Mary Sue leans in and goes, oh yeah, that sounds good, Maria, thanks. And then Maria sells her the pack. And then Maria's got 1 million packs in storage. So Maria goes back to the store, gets another one, goes back to another person. How long will it take Maria to sell all those boxes if she does that?
Long time.
Long time. So what do business owners do in that case?
They get other people to do it for them too.
Yes, correct. They get others. Your sales team.
Minions.
Yes, minions. So these look like pretty badass actually.
They look like me.
I don't know if I'd buy anything off them. But anyway, if we look at this like this, okay? We have do green. So we have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? Now again, how do you get to executive?
10 minions.
Yeah, 10 consultants. 5 on the left and 5 on the right. Okay? So when you're going consultant, can these people be customers? Yes. You can enroll a customer if you want. But if you want to scale and get rid of all these boxes here on the shelf that are sitting there right now in Sydney, wherever you are, then wouldn't it be better to recruit someone who wants an income opportunity and then teach them to go get 10 people? Wouldn't that be better? Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, great. But what about this? What if you taught those 10 how to then find their own 10? Or what if you just taught those 10 to find one? And then you have a sales team of 20. And what if each one of those 20 enrolled 10 customers? That's 200. Okay. So first you develop and recruit. Second, you teach them to find customers. Now, while you're doing that, are you welcome to enroll customers? Yes. Yes. We'll talk about that as we go along. But initially, if you want to start faster, build your sales force. Start with 10. They each find 10. That's 100 builders. 100 builders finding 10 customers each is 1,000 customers. Freedom. Okay. 100,000 BV times 6 is 111 cycles a month, which is enough to leave your job. Okay. 20% of builders, 80% customers. You max out your business center at 250 cycles a week. But on a smaller scale, if you earn 2 cycles a week, it's equivalent to $500 a month. The amount of money you need in a savings account at 5% to equivalent, that is 120 grand. You earn 4 cycles a week, it's $1,000 a month, which is equivalent to having $240,000 in a bank account earning 5% interest. You earn 8.5 cycles a week, 2 grand a month, 480,000 in the bank earning interest. And at $2,000 a month, you can become a millionaire just from your shares. And so 8.5 cycles is a very cool goal for your recurring leveraged income as well. And it's not out of reach for anyone on this call. Executive is possible for you all, and 8.5 cycles a week is possible for you all. This should be something you can all strive for and all do, and it will be life-changing for you. Not just in the money, but in the skills and network you develop at the same time. Okay? So go exec, grow exec. That's executive. That's the goal. Okay? Crystal Executive Map is out, ready to go. Mass duplication. Go exec, and then develop executives. Bop, 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 bop. Okay? So that's your linear income. That's your leveraged income. Okay, what you can expect from us in this training, you can expect this. 4 weeks of focused live training, weekly homework that builds your skills, no fluff, recordings and key updates in our messenger group. So each time we do this, we'll get the recording, we'll put it into the group, and you can watch the replay. Everything will happen in that messenger group. Here's a little tip. If you're in that group and you're like, oh my God, there's so many messages, okay? I promise you, it will take about 30 seconds. No, I've tried it. I've done it. to scroll up and find whatever you need. I've done it. So it may look like there's a lot, but just take 30 seconds to scroll up and find what you need. But here's a tip to cut through the noise. Watch what we're talking about in there, because we're training people with the answers we're giving them. So it'll help you answer questions too. But if Alicia or Lloyd post something, read it. Definitely read it. So if you're getting noise in there, did Alicia and Lloyd post? I won't watch that. But just make sure at the bare minimum you watch for what we post, because it's important stuff, communication and answers to questions. Okay. There'll be a graduation ceremony at week 5 or 6. We'll run a Shake Up Your Finances masterclass to help you recruit your first 2. That's what we're going to do together. We're going to help you recruit your first 2 salespeople through that class. They're going to come in and they're going to be part of this next one. And what we expect from you: be present, attend weekly calls, camera on, be coachable, do the weekly homework tasks. We'll post a poll in the messenger group the day before our next training call to check if you've completed the homework. On this occasion, we did this last time. If you don't do the homework, we're probably just going to remove you from the entire program. Because realistically, the homework is really simple with AI, that if you don't do it, you're just wasting your time and everyone else's. So we'd expect you to do the homework, and if you're not doing it, just leave, honestly. Or it's 4 weeks. Like, it's not like we're going to ask you to go and, give your firstborn child. It's just very basic stuff, okay? So we'll see how we approach that, but we're really going to set a high standard with this, with you guys for this. So do the homework tasks, okay? We'd encourage you to do them as soon as they're given. Be open to a different approach. Play it 100%. Have fun, because if you're not having fun, why bother? Have fun when you're doing the task too. We're going to give a valedictorian award. We're going to give away a hoodie to the person who's the #1 student. So there's Shane, Kylie and Aaron's examples of won a hoodie there. Lots of them we've done. We live in possibility. We have a no dickhead policy. Long money's better than fast money. Stay close to the fire until you become the fire. This is the fire, by the way, is part of it. Make Monday great again. The bell emoji. If you see someone sharing a bell emoji in the chat, it means they just enrolled a new customer. So if you enroll a customer, share the bell. We'll all have a party. If you see them share a diamond emoji in the chat, it means they developed a new consultant. Okay, that just shows people what they're up to, okay? If you go to this resource, which is going to be part of the homework task, so don't freak out right now. This is the go-to resource for following the steps to get people started as customers, okay? And it's very straightforward. We're going to cover this next week. But it walks you through everything, okay? It's one of our core resources, okay? So here's the homework for week 1. We want you to go to the eatforfreeclub.info link. So eatforfreeclub.info. It's right there. Ooh. And we need you to do step 1, which is to become an associate. I know, pretty crazy homework, huh? Push a button, pay the money, become associate. Okay, follow step 2. This is the second task. Step 2 on Eat for Free Club is to create a recommended cart. Now, when you become an associate, you'll automatically unlock the 30-day pack in your app, ready to share and go. So step number 2, you really only have to create a recommended cart if you want a 14-day pack, for example, like the one you guys started on. So we want you to learn how to create a recommended cart, because sometimes you might have a customer that wants something else, or it's just an important skill to know to build a recommended cart. So what we want you to do, your 30-day pack should already be in your app ready to go. But of course, if you want to, you're welcome to build a 14-day pack. But we want you to build a cart. Build and create a recommended cart, okay? Because if you're enrolling people internationally, which you will, you're going to have to create a cart for that particular country at some point. So you have to know this skill. The third step, which is going to spin you all out of control, it's going to be so fun to watch the franticness of this, but it's not that tricky, is to print out your Facebook friends list. And there's a step-by-step training found at that link that you should be able to memorize right now. Go. There you go. You should have that memorized. Pretty easy. That link there, youtube.zzozhi. Easy. I don't know how you're going to click on that, but I don't know how they did it, Alicia. I don't know if we've hyperlinked that or not. we can hyperlink it.
It's at the bottom of the Eat for Free Club link.
Yeah, it's at, that's right, it is too.
The training video. But what we'll do after this training tonight, so we'll upload the recording onto YouTube, and in our messenger group, the Side Hustle School messenger group, I will summarize the homework. So I'll put the homework in the group, I'll put the recording in the group, and then I'll put the link to the training on how you can download your Facebook friends list all in one post. So everything is all there for everyone.
Marvelous. Told you, she's amazing. Okay, there you go. That's what we're going to do. And then once you've done the homework, there's 3 homework tasks. Once you have done, all you need to write in the messenger group chat is done. So we can see who's done. Does that make sense? Yep. Cool, we lost some people. They've logged off. We had 3. We've lost them already. Okay, great. So here's what we'd like. Now, if you don't print out your Facebook friends list, you don't do those 2 tasks, it's going to be hard to move forward. Okay? And next week, we're going to get right stuck into it. We're going to get stuck straight into this. So come prepared next week with your phone. Come prepared with a pattern. Get ready to get into action next week on this call. Okay? So yeah, this week's just about setting up. All right? And we're going to go hard and fast for 3 solo weeks and teach you 3 big core skills of how to make money. Okay? How to get people coming to you, how to advertise, how to sell, and how to network. Got it? Big 3 skills. Okay? Okay, pop in the chat. What's your number 1 biggest takeaway so far from this training? Find minions. The comp plan is amazing. The rank advancement's wonderful. It's getting clearer. Ranks are getting clearer. Yeah, Hannah's third. It's starting to make sense now. Great. How to advertise, sell. Yep. Alicia's saying what we're going to learning in the next 3 weeks. Opportunities are endless. Yes. So many great things are going to come from this. Like, and that's just the money stuff. There's so many other things. The ranks, the compensation. Why did not anyone say anything about I do recall having a conversation with you about it a while back. And very funny. Ranks are getting clearer. Wonderful. I have a buddy. Yes, you got your accountability buddy now. Stay in it for 3+ years to learn all the skills. Kylie's speaking from experience. It's working for them now because they're committed. Aaron, commit to one path and go deep. Yeah, Side Hustle School available forevermore. Yes, you can come back forever. This is going to be epic. We're business partners now. Don't quit. Stay 5 years. Yes, stay close. Stay close. Stay close. Not a free lunch. Work hard, get results. Yes, work consistently. And you can also work smart. Graham, have an accountability buddy. Yes. How to find my accountability buddy. Kelly, did you just come in late? Or because we did a breakout, so if you don't have someone, just let us know. You guys are awesome. You're awesome. Aim for executive 8.5 cycles a week. Yeah, Kelly. So that's it. To really get a life-changing result here financially, we just have to aim for 2 things. Well, actually, probably 1 thing. Because if you get to executive, the chances are you're probably going to have 8 cycles a week. So it's really just 1 thing, is to get to executive. That you make that your focus and your goal, and all the rest of it's going to fall into place. You'll just be mesmerized. And of course, your skills will be built at the same time. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, do we have clarity so far? Marvelous. Don't forget to do the homework. We'll see you in the chat. The recording will go in. And don't forget, next week, same time, same place, and we're going to get straight into action. So get ready to get into action, because action takers are money makers. All right, see you guys next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye. Thank you.
Welcome.